The Role of Technology in Loudoun's History, a project by me. Okay, so let's be real here. It's the end of the year, and I know that no one really wants to sit through this, so I'm just going to try to keep this short and sweet. Not like it really matters, because I know that more than half of you are going to be on Twitter anyways, but let's just get this over with. Alright, so here is a timeline of the main events I'm going to be talking about in my project. Pictures you see are of local events and their coinciding years. From left to right, we've got 1804, 1904, and 1962. Alright, on to the next slide. This slide shows the year 1804. And the image you're seeing is that of Aldie Mill in Aldie, Virginia. So this is really cool, okay? So I was listening to Hamilton, right? Shocking, I know. And let me just play you this little clip. So, as you heard, they were talking about General Mercer. So, Charles F. Mercer, the guy they were talking about, a lawyer, Virginia legislator, and military officer, built Aldie Mill in 1804. And according to the Aldie Mill Historic Park website, the mill, quote, features two overshot water wheels arranged one after the other, powering the mill machinery in the brick mill building. The main portion of the mill is 2 stories, with 2 loft levels under the roof. It is flanked by a 1-story section on the east and a 2-story portion to the west. The village of Aldie grew up around the mill following its construction. So this mill really became a central point in really building building Loudoun County. Yeah. This next slide shows a picture of a map of the Louisiana Purchase. In May of 1804, explorers Meriwether Lewis and William Clark started their expedition to explore the newly acquired Louisiana Purchase. The land was bought by President Thomas Jefferson from Napoleon Bonaparte of France. Their journey lasted from May of 1804 to September of 1806. Lewis and Clark's primary goal for their expedition was to explore and map the Louisiana Territory, find a practical route across the western half of the United States, and establish an American presence in the new territory before Britain and other European powers tried to take over. On to the next slide. The Purcellville train station is built, connecting Purcellville to the Southern Railway, a U.S. Class I railroad stretching across the entire South. This addition made Purcellville a central point in Southern travel, and consequently caused the population in Northern Virginia to boom. Like Aldie, the town of Purcellville, as well as other surrounding towns, flourished and grew around the rail station. This next picture is of the first diesel engine submarine, the Z. The Z was built in France. This put a major boost in not just France's economy, but the world. This also helped to revolutionize the transportation industry by promoting petrol-powered vehicles. Though trains were still coal-powered at the time, submarines and other vehicles like this paved the way for automobiles to be put in the forefront of society's transportation. I'll be honest, I couldn't really find that much information about the Z. The picture that you're seeing, even on the website, it was like the Z with a question mark at the end, so there wasn't really a lot to go on here. This picture is of Dulles Airport, which was built in 1962. The airport was built after Congress passed the Washington Airport Act in 1950. There was some debate over whether or not the airport should even be built, and where it should be built when it was. Some said that the airport should have been built in Fairfax, but in 1958, Eisenhower picked the site of the airport. Dulles is one of the top 3 largest airports in the area, servicing over 21 million people a year. It is the busiest airport in the Mid-Atlantic region, and obviously this caused a huge influx of people into the Baltimore-Washington region. This picture is that of John Glenn. He's a NASA astronaut. John Glenn became the 3rd American in space and the first to orbit Earth. He completed his mission in 4 hours and 56 minutes in the Mercury capsule Friendship 7. In less than 5 hours, John Glenn circled the globe 3 times, reaching record speeds of more than 17,000 miles per hour. So, yeah, that's my project. Thanks for listening or tweeting, no big deal. I don't take it personally. Bye.